Hey everyone, this is Ian coming at you from 73 North Milpitas Boulevard in Rocky Milpitas at Black Cat Comics. This is your release schedule for November 12th, 2014. Really big week this week, at least for Marvel guys, as well as a lot of cool other stuff. Let's get right into it because I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. First off, Avengers Now is now in full swing, starting with Superior Iron Man #1. Tony Stark is back to his old I'm better than you ways, so you guys can check that out and see if it's worth reading. It actually looks pretty cool. I actually like it. He's moved to San Francisco and he's a lot more like the movies, but that's not a bad thing. Thor #2 is finally here. Everyone's been waiting to see more from the Lady Thor, and that's one you're definitely going to want to pick up. Also, the new #1 this week is all new Captain America with Sam Wilson. That's right, Captain Falcon. Make sure to pick this one up. It definitely looks really cool. I'm a fan of Remender, so if you were reading the last series, you're definitely going to want to read that. Another #1 from Marvel this week is Captain America and the Mighty Avengers #1. This picks up kind of where Mighty Avengers left off. If you weren't reading that book, it's okay. This totally fills you in, and if you're into Sam Wilson as Cap, you're going to want to pick that up too. Avengers and X-Men Axis #5 is also out today, part 2 of Inversion. As well as Axis Hobgoblin for the tie-ins. Nova 23 is a Axis tie-in. And that rounds out the Axis books. Next up is Spider-Verse #1, a bunch of short stories with a bunch of different Spider-Men. If you've been reading Edge of Spider-Verse and Amazing Spider-Man, you're definitely going to want to pick this up and get more. There's all sorts of different kinds of stories in here, like more kid-friendly ones and a lot more darker ones, so Spider fans rejoice. Only other Wolverine book this week, guys, is Logan Legacy #4, not 5, with the Lady Deathstrike cover. Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier #2. Feels like it took a while to get here, but it's finally here, rounding up your Captain America related books. Captain Marvel #9. Just announced the movie last week. It should be Carol Danvers. It's a little unclear. We know it will be a female Captain Marvel, so make sure to jump in and get caught up. Savage Hulk #6 is here with a cool Doctor Strange appearance. She-Hulk #10. Really sad to hear that this book won't be sticking around for too many more issues. Definitely read it. Definitely unique. Lawyer's point of view kind of thing, and it's pretty funny as well. She's facing off with Daredevil at the moment. And Silver Surfer #7 with the ever popular Mike Allred rounds out your Marvel stuff. First up from DC, we're going to show you off these Lego covers. Apparently you guys were totally into them, so we've got more. Batman 36. Besides the cool Joker Lego cover, this is a really good story. I'm not going to spoil it. Go read 35 first. Next is Batgirl 36, part 2 of the new creative team. This book was fire last month, so you're going to want to make sure you get your copy as soon as you can. Justice League United with the Martian Manhunter, Stargirl, and Supergirl cover. And Green Lantern Corps is your other Lego book this week with Jon Stewart on the cover. Part 7 of Godhead, I think. Constantine #19 with him rocking out. As far as your weeklies go, Batman Eternal 32 is here with everyone's favorite characters, Batman, Spoiler, and Hush. New 52 Futures End 28. And the last weekly is Earth 2 Worlds End #6 with the Jay Garrick Flash running from one of the Darkseid's femme fatales. New Suicide Squad #4 is your Harley-related book this week. This has been a cool new reboot for Suicide Squad. Some would argue it didn't have to go away, but now that it's back, people are happy. And it has Deathstroke in it. That's always cool. And our rounding out the DC is Clarion #2, horror dark book. These books have been a little fewer since Animal Man got canceled, and it's basically Justice League Dark and Swamp Thing. So check out Clarion, support the magic area of DC. Got a few other things here for you guys. From Image, I want to talk about Fade Out. This is a great book. If you loved Brubaker's Winter Soldier, Captain America run, you need to read this book because Ed Brubaker is an Image exclusive now. This deals with old Hollywood murder and intrigue. Very unique. Not really any book I've read like it before. Witches, number 2, for all you Scott Snyder fans. If you read American Vampire, read this book. If you read Batman, read this book. If you read Superman Unchained, read this book. If you like good comics, read this book. And it's a little scary, though. Not so scary, but still very popular, is The Walking Dead. You can only see zombies kill each other so many times, but it is still a great book. Human drama. This is dealing with some kind of far in the future stuff, if you guys haven't been caught up. I won't spoil it, but they're developing a new villain. Next is Lone Ranger Vindicated, number 1. I was the biggest Jonah Hex fan for the last few years at DC, up until the New 52 with All-Star Western. This is Justin Gray, half of the writing team from that. So if you like Westerns, if you like the Lone Ranger, this gets my recommendation. Next is Django Zorro, number 1, the team-up you never thought would happen. Django Unchained, of course, being the Quentin Tarantino film, and Zorro, of course, being the classic character. Check that out if you just want to see a cool Western book. Dynamite knows how to do those. Got 2 Star Trek books for you. Star Trek City on the Edge of Forever, number 5, is the final in the City on the Edge of Forever miniseries, based on the original script by Harlan Ellison. These have great covers, both the painted cover and the book-style cover, like the novel cover. This is a series that everyone should read if they're a Trek fan. And Star Trek 38, I believe this is part 4, the Q Gambit, which is involving the newer cast of the original series actors with a Q story from the Next Generation. And the last other book I wanted to mention is Unity, number 12. This is the first part of a new arc. If you've been looking to get into Valiant, Valiant's like my favorite publisher, so definitely pick this up if you're looking for a different superhero type of feel. People actually die and stay dead in Valiant, so check that out. And last up, I have some kids stuff for you guys. First off, I want to talk about this. Batman Adventures Volume 1. Finally reprinted. I think this is a bigger edition than previous editions. This is the Batman Animated Series comic book. I grew up loving the Batman Animated Series. I still watch it. Every year I watch at least, half the series, select episodes, so definitely check this out. This is good for all ages. My Little Pony Friends Forever, number 11, for all you bronies and pony fans out there. These 2 series continue to do really well, and, it's good fun for kids of all ages. Itty Bitty Mask, number 1. When's the last time you guys saw The Mask? Yeah, I thought so. Still no word on a Jim Carrey sequel, but seeing The Mask back in comics, even if it's all kid-friendly, is still pretty fun. Fraggle Rock Journey to the Everspring, number 2. Another blast from the past. Fraggle Rock hasn't been around for a while, so seeing them back in comics is cool. I like seeing any Jim Henson property. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? 51 is out. As, again, anything with a fun cartoon is worth having for your kids, and, you get to read it too. Super Secret Crisis War, codenamed Kids Next Door, is another series I have not heard of in a long time, so seeing this book come out as a tie-in to the Super Secret Crisis War with all the Cartoon Network 90s and 2000s cartoons is definitely cool. I guess Powerpuff Girls will be continuing with team-ups with some of these characters, so you'll want to check that out. And lastly, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Animated Adventures 17. I just found out that Bebop and Rocksteady are coming to the new cartoon series, which means they'll probably end up in this book as well. If you're a Turtles fan, that's awesome. If you're not, your kids will love Turtles because it's one of the best all-ages properties ever. That's everything I have for you guys this week. It's kind of a doozy. Like I said, huge Marvel week, lots of great DC books, cool other books, and a bunch of kids books. So this is one fun week to remember. Again, I'm Ian, and this were the books for